Hello guys, we're back. I hope you've watched all three stories of those three brave women. And now we want to have few talk about those stories.
Yeah.
We want to have few comments about this.
Yeah.
And we are still waiting on your comment and your opinion about marital rape. Is it right? Does it exist in Africa? Is it wrong? Or what do you think about it? Please don't hesitate to tell us in comments or even to send us private messages. So I'm with Dami, as usual, and I'm always grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for always making time for this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I'm glad I'm with an African man
Yeah.
on this issue because all stories we just uploaded
Yeah.
are African women's stories.
Yeah.
And you as an African man, okay, I got it, you're not married yet, but maybe you'll be soon.
Yeah.
So I really wonder, I'm really curious. I'm
Yeah.
really curious about what you think
Mm.
about the issue of marital rape.
Yeah, I won't be biased in this because when we talk about rape in marriage, we try to look at it in both concept of, from the men's side and also from the women's side. So, like generally, rape in marriage is an act of sexual intercourse, in which once a kind of a spouse, okay, does not give an approval, for such.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it could come in both ways, but majorly based on what the news and the stories we've been hearing all around the world, it majorly falls on the women becoming the victim of such. But it can also happen the other way around. So I'll just try to dwell on the women being victim of such. Okay, so it's as if we have guy A and lady B. Okay, they found love and they decided to come together as couple. All right, so now we see that each time the guy A is aroused sexually, okay, he does not care. Guy A does not care about the feelings of lady B in such situation or at that time. He just demands it. Like, even if lady B is tired, or maybe lady B is like not in the mood, he does not care.
Doesn't care.
And in such doing, it can inflict wound, injury on lady B, in order to have, satisfaction, in that. So, and at the end of the day, he does not even care.
Yeah.
Yeah. While lady B could be, weeping, crying, at the end of the day, he does not care. So, in my opinion, I would say that's what we can call rape in marriage.
And sorry for interrupting you, but why do you think Guy B would not care? Is it because he thinks it's in his right? Is it because of tradition? Or is it because of religion? Or it just depends on one person from another?
Well, I will say something again, like, there are those days where it's a kind of a cultural belief, based on your tribe, your culture, your tradition, maybe. I think it needs to do with your person, like personal character. Like, there is a story which I knew a long time ago about a guy. From his childhood, he was normally tortured by his mother. Okay, so he grew to see his mother as a very wicked person. So when he became an adult and he found someone that he could marry, so anytime he's with this person and maybe he is aroused, sexually aroused, he sees this person as his, like, he sees a picture of his mother, torturing him in that person.
Yeah.
So
Psychological trauma.
Yeah, psychological trauma. Then he becomes very angry instantly, and he loses his control, and he decides to do anything he wants at that moment. But maybe at the end of the day, he comes to realization that, oh, I'm sorry. This person, at the end of the day, he normally says sorry. And like you say, oh, I didn't really know what happened to me. So I think I would say the upbringing of an individual has to do, has come to like, how would I say, has come to play on his emotion. So in his own instance, it was as a result of what he experienced, during his childhood days. It was not pleasant. So it really, really affected him psychologically, and this has also affected the way he treats women, even his wife. And I don't know. That's how it is. Yeah.
Do you think that a married man possesses his wife's body?
No, because I think it should be based on mutual acceptance. If you say, I possess your body, I'm going to see you as an object. I won't see you as a human being again. And if I have that kind of belief in me, that, oh, I possess this person. So, like, psychologically, I see the person as, you have nothing else. Like, I'm your master. Or you are my mistress. And that should not be. I think it should just be the fact that, oh, come on, we are together. We are for each other. I watch your back, you watch my back. So we should remove the belief that, oh, I possess you, you possess me. Because if we always think like that, because that has been the norm back in the days, it has always been like that. That maybe the wife is possessed by the woman, by the husband, or maybe the husband possesses the wife. It should not be. When you come together as a guy and as a lady, you should have the belief that, oh, we don't possess each other. We are coming together as one. And it's more or less like a mutual feeling.
but look, you're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
So I am. And I don't know if I'm mistaken, but it's written in the Bible that if you're married, my husband's body belongs to me and mine to my husband. Is it written like that? Or am I mistaken?
No, you're right. But what I'm saying is this. Even though it's like that, it should not be so evident in your actions. Because, see, there are so many written things that we stick to. And we focus all our energy, like we channel all our energy into it. See, we might see some written things. Yeah, don't do this, don't do that. And fine, we will not do it. But we should not, as a result of it is not written, and you begin to do some things to justify that, yes, they said it, it is written. It happens everywhere. And like that. Fine. We are not saying that because the husband possesses the wife should not, as a result, decide not to be submissive. No, that's not it. But it should not be because of this that the husband, having known that, yes, I possess my wife, because of that, you begin to exercise that kind of veto power, that kind of unnecessary authority, that, yes, it is written somewhere that I possess you. So you must do everything I ask you to do. Anytime I want sex, yeah, you must do it. No, it should not be because of that. So it should be like a mutual understanding, okay, between the guy and the lady. And in so doing, trust me, they are going to live a happy life.
Yes, and if I can complete you, it's also written in the Bible that your wife's body is yours. So if you cannot do something that hurts your own body, that means you won't be able to do it to the person you love.
Yeah.
So those who found foundation of their beliefs in the Bible, or referring themselves to the Bible, saying that, oh, the Bible tells me that my wife's body is mine.
Yeah.
So you have to think really that your wife's body is yours. That means you won't hurt her.
Yeah.
You won't do anything that will bring like pain to her, or
Yeah.
something that will make her unhappy. So that's I basically it's just about love and about understanding
Yeah.
and mutual communication
Yeah.
to find a common ground
Yeah.
where you all find happiness.
Yeah.
So a last question for you.
Oh yeah.
Many of African people till now, even in my society in Congo, and I think even in Nigeria, it won't be that much different. Many people, either men or women, they really think that women don't have the right to refuse sex to their husband. Okay, she can refuse when she's not married, when she's single, but once married, she has no right to say no. And I wonder, what can we do to change that state of mind?
Well, I won't really say too much because this aspect is I'm the guy.
Yeah, you're the guy.
So, right now it's as if I'm speaking as a lady.
Okay.
So I might not say too much, but maybe I can say a little based on my relationship with some female and while growing up. So I would say, I think while growing up, the society that such a lady finds herself, like based on what I've said earlier, that any society you find yourself while growing up, one way or the other, has a lot to do with you when you grow up, psychologically, emotionally, like in all phases of life. It has something to do, like so significant. So, a lady that finds herself in a toxic society, in which maybe the father treats the mother as an object, and they are not even doing it like they are even making sure that the children don't, okay, for example, they don't even care that the children are there. They're making it public. Maybe whenever they have sexual intercourse or thereabout, and maybe the children always hear their mother saying, no, please stop, I'm not in the mood, and stuff like that. And the father, one way that does it, and they hear the mother crying at the end of the day. Now tell me, that lady, when she grows up in that kind of environment, what will she do? What will she become? She will become so resilient. And coupled with the fact that she now grows up to be so educated, bagging a PhD and stuff like that, she's going to be so mean when it comes to issues like that.
But it depends. She can be so mean, or
Yeah.
she also can be submissive, just as her mother.
Her mother,
Because
mind
you see,
yeah,
African women,
Yeah.
African mothers
yeah,
teach their daughters
Mm.
just the way they were taught by their mothers, right?
yeah,
So if my grandma taught to my mom, you should not refuse anything to your husband. Whenever he needs you, you have to be ready for him. My mom will tell me almost the same thing. And I will tell my daughter almost the same thing.
yeah. Like I said, it depends on the environment you find yourself. Now, you find yourself in a good environment.
Yeah, it's unless you find
Where-
there is someone who breaks the cycle.
Yeah. So, for example, if the father, that's why, solution to this, I will take it in two approaches. The bottom up and the top down.
Top down.
So the bottom up has to, and that one forms the major part of finding solution to this. It has to do with the family where you're from. So now, the parents, they have a lot to do. In any situation you find yourself, it might not necessarily be the father. Maybe the children grow up, in such a way that the father sees their mother as an object whenever he wants to have sex. It could be the other way around. It could be that maybe the father, any slight thing, the father likes beating the mother. It could also be, it could come from that aspect that the lady decide that no, I'm going to be so bossy. It could also be like that. So the thing is, they should find a common ground. Parents should find a common ground to show love to each other, spread love, which we also have a way in affecting their children when they grow up. The society where we find ourselves, we should ensure that we share love, spread it. You know, anywhere we find ourselves, we should ensure that we do that, spread love, show it, so that it will, at the end of the day, help our children, to accept that this is a better way of doing things. They should not see it in a bad way. They should see that this is what you need to be doing, even without you advising them. Like for me, as an example, I grew up in such a way that my father and mother don't even need to like advise me on so many things because I saw it.
You saw it.
I saw it happening, and this is what should be. This is what we should be experiencing in our society. It's not about saying what you don't do. It's about doing it, even without saying it, which is going to be perfect. So now that's the bottom up. Now we're not talking about the top down. Now the thing is, our government too, they should enact some laws. Fine, there are some laws that we know that it's difficult to implement and stuff like that, but they should follow it judiciously. Rape offenders. Now, either you are connected, maybe maritally, or you're not connected. Now it's happening all over the world, which there's penalty. They don't care if it's your wife.
But
and stuff
many
like that.
governments don't recognize rape in marriage.
Now that's why the top-down approach.
Like mine, they don't.
Okay. Yeah. So see, this thing is this international body. Okay, they should come together and ensure that, for example, your country would be under an international body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all this international body, because no country will say he or she is superior to the international body.
Not the international body, but see, there is a local law, like the local constitution and the family code, that works. Like when it comes to marital institutions, we don't use international bodies, like international laws. We do use family code, which is the national. And in that law, it said that the man is the head of the house, so it's the chief and so on.
Yeah, so I think group of people need to come together because government is for the people, by the people. So it's not about a structure. It's about a group of people coming together, having realized that this is what should be, and they make it, happen. So I think when group of people with similar like minds, I think issues like this, I think it is not rapidly spread. That is also one of the things. Maybe in your country, issues like this is always swept under the carpet. But when you see people coming out to talk about this and to say no, this is not supposed to be. Now, tell me, if this group of people come together and they find themselves in some elected post, which is like top post, you see that gradually this thing being manifested in your country. You see that the old ways, the old belief, the old style is being phased out. And people come to realize that, hey, see, this is now a criminal offense. Either you do it before marriage
or after, or
in the marriage. You are a criminal, and there should be a severe punishment for whoever violates this. The person should be put should be made to face judgment.
Right.
I think it is the top-down approach.
Thank you so much for your opinion.
You're welcome.
It's just a valuable opinion because I'm not sure if many African men would think the same way. I'm planning to keep asking other people about this issue of marital rape. I think it's a very sensitive issue in our societies. We don't talk about it loudly, but many women out there are suffering from this issue, so we need to talk about it and to try to change how this issue is seen, to make a better place for women.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We're running out of time. I know it's a very interesting subject,
Yeah.
and we keep talking about it
Yeah.
in other videos that will be uploaded.
Yeah. So, I would want our viewers, to drop their comments.
Yeah, exactly.
So we welcome a lot of comments because this is a norm. This is what is happening all over the world. So there are so many people that they don't want to speak out. So we say this platform is the best platform for you. We welcome you to even send us a direct message, private chat us, stuff like that. We welcome stories all over the world, either from Africa, from Asia, from North America, South America, like anywhere you are, that you're watching this video, please send us, share your stories with us. We want to see your comment about this because this is what we need to really address all over the world. This is happening, like it's a real life situation, and we want to ensure that this is being reduced drastically. We want to see that women find happiness in marriage. This is very vital because it has a lot to do in shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Because if we don't have happy marriage, definitely we will not have happy children. And if we don't have happy children, definitely we will have violent men. And the cycle keeps on going like that. So we want to ensure that this does not happen again. We want to resolve this. So please, we welcome a lot of stories. We welcome a lot of comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dami. Thank you to all of you guys who have watched this video till the end. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
With more content.
Yeah.
Very interesting subject.
Yeah.
I hope you subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, please do.
You watch our videos.
Yeah,
you comment. You like.
Yeah.
You share as much as you can.
Yeah.
And thank you for supporting us.
Thank
and
you.
Please keep on doing the same. Bye
Yeah.
bye. See you
Bye.
next time.
See you next time.